Emma, sorry I had to be very strict with you earlier today.
It's okay, because you're nowhere as strict as the king of all Cosmo in Katamari. See?
Yeah, he is so strict, like forcing his kid to play piano, to take some dance classes, to train on the beach. Use a punching bag. My goodness, that's a lot of work for a little kid. Thanks for clicking on the video, and here on our Mimic, we are going to feature a little retrospective on Katamari. This is a game franchise that started in 2004, and so that's more than 2 decades old. And it started with this game here we have off to the side, which I played to its completion when it came out. It was a terrific, wonderful, quirky game. And apparently a lot of people thought it was wonderful as well. Sold out and spawned many, many other sequels. And then his newest version is the one my daughter's playing right now called Katamari Roll Live. And it's an exclusive on iOS. So we have currently Apple Arcade. We got it for free because we got some iPads recently. We typically don't like to subscribe to Apple Arcade, as I prefer to have physical products, as once you're done with this and the subscriptions runs out, you don't own anything. But I'm glad to see my daughter experience this wonderful game. You do enjoy it quite a bit, right, Emma?
Yeah.
So if you've never heard about this game before, Katamari refers to a little ball, and this character, he is the prince, and his father, the king, what is he? The king of the universe? And
the king of the cosmos.
King of the cosmos.
The very mean guy.
Yeah, he is very stern. So
he's bad.
Yeah. So sometimes as a dad, you gotta be stern to get your kids to do stuff. But man, he is very stern in this game to the point of being very comical. Now, this game might seem repetitive as you do take a ball and you start off small, and this ball is very sticky and grabs everything in its path. Your goal is to get the ball bigger and bigger and bigger in a certain time limit. You can see a countdown there off on the side.
No, actually, this is how a speed run.
Oh, this is a speed run?
I have to get it super big.
Okay, yeah, so there are different goals and challenges. So with that, it does add some variety, but really it's just silly goodness fun. There are about 7 games in the franchise right now, so there's quite a number of them. So it has some staying power. If you haven't ever tried one version out, I highly encourage you to do so. So while my daughter is showing off the newest version that just came out in April of 2025, let's take a look at this original version, which I still have here in its original shrink. I did cut the shrink at the bottom to remove the game, but this is its original packaging, and you would never think of it spawning an entire franchise of games, but it did. And it was pledged by Namco back in the day. Welcome to the channel where we munch on multiple nerdy things, from board games to Dungeons and Dragons, comic books to toys, video games on Saturdays, and gamer snacks on Sundays. We also do monthly giveaways, and this is our giveaway for the month of April. It is a number of family weight board games. So I'll put a link down below how you can win this cool prize. And if you're watching this from the future, you can click our main channel page to see our current giveaway. And if you enjoyed the video you're about to watch, hopefully consider hitting that like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out on the channel. Thank you for watching. And back then, the shrinks on the games were much thicker, much durable, much more durable, so you could save them. Let's crack the case open. And I do miss having manuals in the game. And later on, the manuals became more thinner and more black and white. It's just a sheet of paper, and now they don't even exist anymore. This should be in color. Yeah, see, look at this. See, these are instruction manuals in color. They used to do a lot of these back then. Here is the story. In a freak accident, the king of all cosmos inadvertently annihilated all the stars. The task of fixing the king's mistake has fallen upon his son, the prince. In order to restore the glorious starry sky, the prince must roll around a heap of objects on Earth, gathering more and more things from the item-rich planet and sending them off into the night sky. Does the prince have what it takes to succeed? So he gets really mean and stern at the prince, but it turns out it's actually his fault for doing everything, huh?
The prince.
Yeah.
The king. The size difference.
And look, he's having the prince do all the work and he's just laying on the sofa playing with his phone. How lazy is that?
You lazy!
Yeah, he's lazy and blaming the prince for everything, even though he did all the bad stuff. Boy, he is father of the year, right?
Yep.
So here is getting started, some controls, explanation, from Katamari to star. And I should ask you what all the different modes were there. We can look at that later. The characters in the game. The king of all cosmos. Very big, wears cool threads. By accident, he annihilated the star of the sky, which is where our story begins. The prince, the king's son, pint-sized, but pure-hearted, sent to Earth to fix his father's mess.
He's cuter.
Yeah, he's pretty cute. Starting the game. One-player mode. So when I played this, it was current gen, and it was quite spectacular. It ran at a very smooth frame rate. I was very surprised at how well and smooth it ran for all the different objects that it rendered on screen, and they rolled it up into the ball. It was just fascinating. And there is actually a 2-player mode in this original version of the game. Here, I guess it's called Space Mushroom. I never really did too much of this. It was more enjoyable as a single-player version of the game. So here's some options. I guess there's a photo album that you could do. I don't recall that. Wisdom of the King. You want to take a look at this, Emma? Or I'll read it while you are... Okay, so look. What is a prince? You still have questions? Do you? Well, very well then. Pee-wee prince, we, the king of all cosmos, shall grace you with our wisdom. Listen carefully. What do I do if I run out of places to go? You give up too easily, prince. If you find yourself stuck, return to a place where an obstacle blocked your path. If your Katamari is big enough, you should be able to roll over it or even add to your Katamari, right? So sometimes you get blocked in certain locations because of the fence, right?
Yep.
Okay. Why are you so cool? Why are you asking? Well, we guess we can't blame you for admiring our style. Let's see. Why are we so cool? Was it? Well, we don't know. I guess we just are. Is there any reward for winning a competition? All right, we'll let you know in secret. If you win a competition, press the triangle button when listening to what we say and see what happens. Pretty spiffy, huh? What? Not too spiffy? Hey, what about that little gratitude for your old man, huh? All right, so what quirky fun is that? All right,
Well,
really, really enjoyable. Now, the other thing that's really cool about this game is the music, right, Misty?
the music is weird.
It's weird, odd, but very enjoyable. So let me put it a little closer here so everyone can see what you're doing. And I'm going to be silent a little bit so we can hear a little bit of the music. You can hear there are some vocals there. And I believe it's in Japanese. And the original game featured a soundtrack that also featured voice work in Japanese, I believe. Now, we do like some retro gaming. We do actually have ability to play this disc currently, as my little boy's room is set up to play retro games. My daughter's set up to play more modern games. But I think you're enjoying this one quite a bit.
Yep.
The setup for this new version of the game is the king is live streaming the prince rolling the ball. In fact, we have commentary on the side from pretend people online, and it's rather silly. My daughter currently is AFK, right, Emma?
Yep. So maybe someone hit the off button.
Yeah. And so she's going to fail on purpose to give you an idea what the king might do if the prince fails.
Making us cry. Oh, you're a fish!
Yeah, the humor in this game is spectacular. Not just in this version, all versions. Okay, this is not enough. Now I'll never be famous. This is the king talking, right?
Yeah, it's the guy talking, and then this guy's scared.
Oh, I thought the king talking. I mean, that's okay.
This is the king.
Okay, here's the king talking now. Simply pitiful. This is. Are you nervous or something? The prince? Haven't you done this a million times before? Pitiful. Just pitiful. Super uber pitiful. Pitiful. This will not do. You can do this. Believe in yourself. Oh, he actually gave you a little bit of encouragement. That's pretty rare. This performance will only sadden our fans. You see. Bad. We're getting loads of dislikes.
That's what you're most worried about?
Yeah. You must do better next time. So, the king is controlling the channel. So he's getting all the income. And yeah, I guess he's looking at all the analytics. Streaming is not all fun and games. The Katamari is not a toy.
The ball is not a toy.
At this rate, we'll never be top trending. So they definitely have updated this game for the modern day. We will never become king of all streaming.
Every time you spell, they say different things.
Yes.
And then the king says different things too.
Yeah, it's really silly. For me, for this one, I give it a big thumbs up. And for this newest version of the game, what is your rating for this game?
I like this one.
Let's see your thumb.
Thumbs up.
How big of a thumbs up?
Super big thumbs.
Super big thumbs up. Yeah, it's spectacular. So you can download this right now if you have Apple Plus. It is, once again, exclusive, this new version of the game. But as I mentioned, I believe there are 7 other versions of this game, and I'm sure you could find one to run on your system, whether you play on PC or a different console. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you learned something new. As always, keep on adventuring out there.